Hey, Franny here from Franny Sports and Travel Corner. Listen, this is my very, very favorite time of the year, having been an ex-basketball coach for 27 years at the college level. So I know what each of these players is going through, and I know what is happening for the coaches, too. A lot of time and energy is being spent on scouting and getting your players the right information, and a lot of nervousness about moving on to this next round. So let's take a look today at what's happening. So the first game of the day is going to be Maryland versus South Carolina. Now, I'm from Maryland, and I love Brenda Frese, and I think she's done a tremendous job, but I don't think she's got the team that's going to be able to compete with South Carolina. I've been very impressed with them throughout because they seem to be peaking at the right time, and you can't fault a coach like Dawn Staley for she's the one that will always get them there. I hate the portal system, but she seems to have really got the knack of keeping her players for the most part. You know, I don't like the portal system for women's or men's basketball because as an ex-coach, you want to be tough on your players, and some players just don't even like it if you say, hey, you really weren't up to par today. And so they take something personally at a tender age of 17 to 22, and now they're like, well, then I'm out of here. So Dawn Staley's done a great job of keeping all of her players for the most part because she just tells them, if you have a desire to grow and learn, then this is the program for you. If you want to be thin-skinned and don't want to hear any criticism or how to get better, then probably this is not the place for you. So I love her attitude, and I think South Carolina is peaking at the right time and has a very, very good chance of getting another national championship. So you'll never underestimate them. She's got lots of depth, and so I think they're going to handle Maryland fairly easily, but should be a good game. Next game, I'm going to pick an upset. Louisiana State versus NC State. NC State should be favored, and it is favored. But you cannot, again, have a coach like Kim Mulkey not be involved with making a great decisions. She seems to get her teams to peak at the right time, and that's really great for the women's game. Also at LSU, you have a coach in Kim Mulkey that this is where I provide good history. I saw her as a player. She won a national championship. I saw her as an assistant coach. She won a national championship. And now I've seen her as a head coach who's won a national championship. Once again, both Dawn Staley and Kim Mulkey are guards, much like I was, point guards. So they know how to run a team. They know how to win. And that's one of the things that I love about both of those coaches. So I'm going to pick an upset with LSU coming through and having hopefully some execution at the end that wins it for them with two great coaches, both at South Carolina and LSU. Not fond of maybe how she dresses or maybe that she brags a little bit, but she is a very, very, very good coach, and that's what I like about her. Okay, next game is Ole Miss and UCLA. UCLA's been on top pretty much the whole year, and I think they have the depth in order to get them there. You can't... I think Betts is going to have a good game against them, but she's going to have to take a lot of physical stuff, and she's not totally as tough as I'd like her to be, but they're going to try to run the game through her. It's going to have to be an all-around game, but I pick UCLA, especially from being from California. We've had two great teams this year that have fought it out between USC and UCLA. I'm very, very sad about Juju Watkins not being able to play in this when she's worked her heart out all year. And she's one of my very favorite players. She and Hannah Hidalgo, and I'll tell you why. I loved Caitlin Clark. She's done a great job for the women's game, but she did not play any defense, and that caught up with her when she went into the WNBA. Very little, because as a shooter, they let her rest her legs a little bit, but not Hannah Hidalgo and not any of the other great point guards that you have. So you're going to have to both UCLA, USC, Texas, all of them go through their defense. Their defense leads to their offense. So you're going to have to come through in that if you're really going to win this at the end. You'll watch. Be very, very tough defense. Also Texas. He does a great job with that. So, but I'm going to pick UCLA over Ole Miss, but it should be a great game. And then the last game is Notre Dame versus TCU. Again, I'm going to predict an upset with Notre Dame winning that game, only because of what I said was great defense, and they also have the offensive players in Hannah Hidalgo and Olivia Miles. This is Olivia Miles last year, so those two really play well together. They'll carry their team for the most part. They'll get everybody up to be able to play, and they play great defense. So that'll be a tough game, probably one of the best games of the day. But those two are exceptional, good coach who will get them there. And I know they lost some games towards the end, but they'll be totally focused in on winning in the Sweet 16. So should be an exciting day. I look forward to coming back and talking to you tomorrow about my picks. We'll see how good I do. Okay, have a great day, and good to be back with you.